Hello, my favorite family and friends. For today's video, I'd like to share with you a story of our recent travel to Ilocos Sur. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you with open arms and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. Thank you in advance. Now let's begin. Our journey through Ilocos Sur was made all the more special by the company of Kuya Teddy, a warm-hearted Ilocano who became our guide and friend. We had a good fortune of meeting him at the onset of our adventure, and his kindness and helpfulness left an indelible mark on our trip. Our first stop was Vigan City, a place known for its timeless charm and historical significance. As we all know, a historic town of Vigan was established in the late 1500s during the Spanish domination of the Philippines, and surprisingly, it has the same look and feel hundreds of years later. This well-preserved city is the capital of Ilocos Sur in the northwest of Luzon and is considered a UNESCO World Heritage Site. As we enter the city, the cobblestone streets of Calle Crisologo welcomed us with open arms. It felt like stepping into a bygone era, as horse-drawn carriages or calesas clip-clopped along the narrow street lines with well-preserved Spanish colonial houses. The scent of freshly cooked empanadas and the sound of traditional calesa music filled the air. My son and I strolled soaking in the atmosphere and imagining what life might have been like in this picturesque town centuries ago. Throughout our journey, Kuya Teddy regaled us with stories of the places we visited, providing historical context and local insights that enriched our experience. My son's favorite now is Calle Crisologo because even though it was only 500 meters long, it is one of the most beautiful streets in the Philippines. It boasts century-old stone houses and antique cobblestone or horse-drawn calesas or carriages are still used for transport, and this street is a pedestrian-only zone, save for calesas favored for touring the historical sites and, of course, tourists like us enjoying an evening of leisure walk. There was a unique atmosphere here that would take us back in time. By the way, as a trivia, did you know that previously the street was called Calle de Escolta de Vigan, with residents mostly families who profited from the galleon trade as Ilocos was an important port in the past. However, when Governor Crisologo died in 1927, the street was renamed and called Crisologo in his honor. Another trivia for you guys. Did you know that the old name for Vigan City at that time of its Spanish foundation was Villa Fernandina, or the town of Ferdinand, in honor of Prince Ferdinand, the firstborn son of King Philip II of Spain? Interesting, right? And you might ask, who founded Ilocos Sur? According to my research, Ilocos Sur was founded by a Spanish conquistador named Juan de Salcedo in 1572. It was formed when the north, now called Ilocos Norte, split from the south, which is Ilocos Sur. Our next destination was the Hidden Garden, a verdant oasis tucked away from the bustling streets. The garden was a testament to the beauty of nature, with lush greenery, colorful blooms, and intricate sculptures that seemed to blend seamlessly with the landscape. We explored the hidden nooks and crannies, discovering fragrant herbs, exotic orchids, and serene koi ponds. It was a tranquil escape, a sanctuary where time seemed to stand still. At the Hidden Garden, Kuya Teddy's affinity for nature shone through as he guided us through the lush pathways, introducing us to various plant species and their uses. His enthusiasm was infectious, and my son was specially captivated. Hidden Garden has a special charm that made us decide to have lunch here. The food was incredible, with a bonus point given to a couple singing wonderful songs on the background. We continued our journey to the Crisologo Museum, housed in a grand ancestral home that once belonged to the prominent Crisologo family. When we arrived at the Crisologo Museum, Kuya Teddy's familiarity with the exhibits enhanced our visit. He shared anecdotes about the Crisologo family and the museum's significance in preserving the history of Vigan. It was like having a personal historian accompanying us. The museum is a treasure trove of history, showcasing a remarkable collection of artifacts, vintage photographs, and personal mementos of an Ilocano legend, the late Floro S. Crisologo, the head of the Crisologo clan, and he was also a well-known congressman in his time. Walking through the halls, we felt a deep connection to the past, as if the stories of the Crisologo family and the town of Vigan were coming to life before our eyes. From the museum, we made our way to Baluarte, a sprawling estate owned by the former Governor Chavez Singson. Baluarte was another highlight of our journey, and Kuya Teddy made sure we didn't miss any of the animal encounters or attractions within the vast estate. His patience and willingness to wait as we marveled at the animals demonstrated his dedication to ensuring our trip was memorable. The highlight of Baluarte was undoubtedly a mini zoo, where we encountered a diverse array of animals, from tigers and camels to exotic birds and reptiles. My son's eyes lit up with wonder as he came in close contact with a donkey, the friendly deer, and approachable ostriches. Seeing a mini museum, the safari experience of Governor Singson was something we will never forget. Our experience at Baluarte was a moment of pure joy and fascination, a memory we would carry with us forever. Our next stop was the Bantay Bell Tower, a sentinel that had watched over the town of Bantay for centuries. At the Bantay Bell Tower and church, Kuya Teddy's reverence for the historical sites was evident. He accompanied us to the facade, providing historical context about the construction and purpose of the tower. However, during our visit, travelers were not allowed to enter the vicinity and even go up to the top of the tower, as it was partially damaged during a recent earthquake that shook Ilocos Sur. The tower stood proudly atop a hill, offering panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. It was such a beauty. Beside the bell tower was the Bantay Church, a picturesque structure with a facade adorned with intricate details. We instead explored the surroundings and took pictures of the church as we took a moment of reflection, respecting the sanctity of the place. It was a moment to remind us of the importance of faith and tradition in the lives of the people of Ilocos Sur. Our journey through Ilocos Sur continued at the Ilocos National Museum, a repository of the region's rich cultural heritage. The big complex, which is located along Calle Burgos in the historic town of Vigan, is an exemplification of preserved historic architecture. And its original structure, according to Yodosphere.com, was built in 1657, constructed to house the municipal jail of the locality, the Cárcel de Vigan. As the day drew to a close, my son and I found ourselves at the Burgosplaza, exploring it and reflecting on the incredible journey we had undertaken, the history we had witnessed, and the memories we had created together. I knew that this trip to Ilocos Sur had been more than just a vacation. It had been a bonding experience, a chance for my son and me to connect on a deeper level. We had shared moments of wonder, reflection, and appreciation for the beauty of our country's history and culture. It was a journey that would stay with us for a lifetime, a mother and son adventure that had brought us closer together. As we made our way back to our accommodation, I couldn't help but smile at the tired but contented look on my son's face. In his eyes, I saw the spark of curiosity and the promise of more adventures to come. This is the end of our journey to Ilocos Sur. I hope that one day we can go back and relive the wonderful moments we spent there. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed this as much as we do. By the way, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. See you on my next vlog. Take care, and I love you all.